Hey, my name is Matiss. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Green Finance, and this is what I do.
Hello, how's it going? I am chilling out here in Mexico City, one of the biggest cities on the planet. I'm located just right next to the De la Reforma street, which was, I think, the main street running through the city. And I'm here on business. I did another video, which you can check somewhere here last year. In September, I was here when we started our business in Green Finance. We started operating in Mexico, which was super exciting, and it's still exciting. Since then, we've grown, like, I don't know, a number of people and other numbers at least 10 times. So we have close to 50 people at the moment in the office, which is super exciting. And so yeah, and that's why I'm here to meet our team. They're doing a fabulous job of scaling the company, figuring things out. We're facing a very difficult challenge. It's a really big challenge because we're introducing an online consumer loan in a market where this type of product doesn't exist, and we're doing it from a company that's located and based in Europe. So we're really tackling a pretty big challenge, and it's super exciting. And we operate a lot in these emerging markets. So we have a business here in Mexico, which is new. We have an operation in Georgia, and I've done a video from Tbilisi. We have investors from South Africa, Capitec Bank. We have investors from Russia, from Moscow. And so we have this experience, and I had this experience of doing business in emerging markets. And what's interesting, and this is kind of the quick topic I wanted to share, like an observation, that whenever I go to these emerging markets, especially to these big cities in these big countries that are fairly poor, there are a few things that I sort of observe and I notice and I kind of get reminded of. And so the real thing is that if you think that you're working hard, being in somewhere in the Western world, and you have a day job and you're hustling in the office and you're working like long hours and so on and so forth, and you think you really have it hard and you have it difficult in your life, then you're fucking ignorant and disillusioned. You know what? Because if you come here in these places like Mexico City, you see this insane wealth gap between the haves and have-nots. You have people that are living in total poverty and they're working very hard. They could be working extremely hard, harder than you and I will be ever working. And then you have this kind of like the total extreme opposite of richest people on the planet, and they all live in the same place. And so this is interesting to observe. So that's kind of one thing. The second thing is what you have to realize when you come over to these places and you see the difficulty and the struggle in which a lot of people live everyday lives, and that's across the world, in Latin America, Southeast Asia, and also in the developed countries. You have to really fucking remind yourself and remember that you're so extremely fortunate. I am extremely fortunate. I'm incredibly lucky. I've got everything that I could ever wish in my life. Most importantly, family, health, and then all sorts of material things and successes and things like that. So it is important that when you have a chance to be abroad in places like for example like Mexico City, that you remind yourself of the fortune that you have, yeah, and don't be fucking bitching and complaining, right? Because that doesn't help anybody. So that's all I wanted to share. I'm walking down this huge street. I hope you can hear me at all. As you can see, it just goes on forever and ever. The city is really big, and that's it. So subscribe, make sure you check out my other videos. Peace out, to the next time.